here at Lambda Legal. I can't wait to talk to all the celebrities about equality, gay rights, and I'll even get a chance to talk to the host, Lance Bass. Check it out. What are you looking forward to most hosting tonight?
I just hope I don't mess up or say something really stupid, which I usually do. No, I'm just excited about this event. I've never been to it, but a lot of my friends go to this every year, and it sounds like an amazing time, and they do such great work that I was really honored when they asked me to host it.
What would you tell a kid, struggling with their sexuality?
You know what? It's hard. I mean, we've all been there, and you have to understand it definitely does get better. It completely gets better. Find that person that you trust, a family member, a best friend that you can really confide in, and be able to discuss it. And there's also tons of places you can go to also, like the Trevor Project, that you can actually pick up a phone and talk anonymously to. And I think that's just a wonderful way for a young kid that's struggling being themselves to get good advice.
Congratulations on being an honoree tonight.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be an honoree.
How does it feel?
It's a bit surreal. I'm not really used to getting awards, but and the show that we didn't really get many awards, but we did get this Great GLAAD Award and this People's Choice Award. So we were, it was an honor being a part of that show, and now to be honored it's a humbling experience. Not deserved, but humbling.
How important is it for you to be here tonight supporting this cause?
I mean, it's very important. I think that these rights, which I think are essential human rights, are still being debated in this country, unfortunately, and it's come time that I think people change that, and they maybe speak a little louder.
Lambda Legal. They have been around for longer than I have been on this earth, and I'm thankful for it, and many of my friends are as well. When I was 13 years old, my best friend at the time came out to me, and to me it was a non-issue, but he said, "You don't understand, the only thing I want in this life is to get married and have a family." And we were 13, and the fact that there's anybody out there right now, 13 or otherwise, still having that discussion is heartbreaking, and it's not okay. So Lambda Legal is part of the fight, and that's why I'm here.
Well, it's a cause that's very near and dear to my heart. As an openly bisexual actress, there's not many of us, so it's really important to me that gender and sexuality does not make a difference in rights that everyone should have.
I absolutely believe in this. I think, again, this has been a landmark year for LGBT rights. Lambda Legal has had so much to do with that. They've been such an essential part of that. And I think tonight's a celebration. It's been an amazing year. It's going to continue to be an amazing year. And I think big changes are coming in my lifetime. But right now, big changes are coming. So this is a celebration.
If you can make any big change in the world, what would it be?
I think what would be amazing is for equal rights for everyone to just be a given, to just be something that we just take for granted, because it should be a given. It shouldn't even be a question that you can love who you love. You know what I mean? Every single person should be able to love who they love and live the life they want to live, and it doesn't affect anyone else. All it does is actually send out good change into the world. It makes the world a better place, So that's what I would want.
It's important. It should be important to everybody. We're all the same through to our core. We all deserve to have our rights, our basic rights, to love who we want to love and to be treated equal as everybody else on this planet. I'm a huge supporter of this.
And I mean, as a dancer, I'm sure you're surrounded by a lot of, gay dancers. How is that?
You know what, how is it? It's normal. They're people. I've grown up with it. I've never known them to be anything different than another human being next to me, and I adore them. I think the world needs to open up their eyes to the truth, and that is that we are all the same.
Equal rights is something that has always been very, very important to me, and something I've really been actively involved in. I was just telling him I led one of the protests a couple of years ago. It's like I have so many gay friends, and regardless of that, it is just a right that every single person should have to get married and to have all of the same rights that everyone else does. And, it's just anything I can do to support or help in any way, I'm there.
How was leading the protest? Because that sounds kind of crazy.
It was insane. It was, that was 3 years ago or 4 years ago when all those protests were going on. And me and my friends were there and going around, and then I was like, everyone down to Wilshire. And like we all like marched down Sepulveda. You know, it was really fun. It's really powerful being able to be a part of something like that, and even just being able to be here and kind of, you know, stand up for what you believe in and for others, and especially with something so ridiculous. But it's like, it's you know, it's just really ignorant to me how so many people are, and, you know, whatever I can do to change that.
And if you had to play a lesbian in a film, who would be your co-star to kiss?
Angelina Jolie. She is my everything. Or Blake Lively. Yeah.
You know, it's so important, you know, for equality to have equal rights, you know, across the board. You know, you can't say who you're going to fall in love with, you know? So, you know, love is love, and that should never be legislated.
Look, I love getting out and supporting these guys, and you know, this event has been supporting equal rights, gay rights, you know, the right for gay marriage, anti-bullying, a lot of fantastic causes for a long, long time now, Lambda. So I think they deserve all the support they can get. Personally, I have a deep-seated belief that in any democracy, people should have the right to pursue their own happiness. They should have the freedom to do so, and they should be allowed to love whoever they choose, and that we're not hurting anybody. You know, when we choose to love another human being. You know, me, I happen to be straight, I've got 2 kids, but, you know, I don't see the difference between that and 2, you know, dedicated fathers raising a family or 2 dedicated mothers raising a family. The key is to have a loving family.
I think it's just about supporting human rights, and in this case, it's the LGBT community, but in the end, you never know what group's going to be targeted next, so I think it's just important to realize that we all are human and we are equals to start, and that's how we should live our lives and run our government as well.
What would you tell a kid who's still, you know, like figuring themselves out?
You know, just honor that process. Really try and figure out who you are and what you love to do and what makes you happy. You know, I grew up as a very awkward kid and got bullied a lot myself, and the theater was where I felt most comfortable. So you just have to find your sweet spot, and that's where you really end up rising to the top.
Gosh, I think the best thing is to just accept kids where they are. You know, just accept them where they are and let them do what they want to do, and don't force them to do stuff that's gender specific or not, you know. Let them draw if they want to draw, or collect jewels if they want to collect jewels, or whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I think growing up and discovering your sexuality is a difficult thing for everyone. And the easier we can make it for everyone, the better.
Yes, I think it's kind of silly, too, to assume that it's sort of a moral issue. I don't know why anyone would choose to have to go through the hardships that people who aren't heterosexual have to go through in this society. So it's... But you know what? Even if you do choose to have sex with a same-sex person, it's your right. It's your choice. You know, we didn't. The right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness didn't say except for those who have sex with the people of the same sex.
Except for people who have sex with people we don't want them to have sex with.
I just think it's nuts. I just think it's nuts. And even some of the old-fashioned Republicans like Barry Goldwater felt that, you know, politics had no place in people's bedrooms. It's really not even a party issue. It's just a human rights issue.